Hello everyone, I am TitanicSizedReviews. Today I am talking about The Fog. It's a 1980 film, horror, suspense, eerie, frightening, at least according to Amazon Prime, or Freevee. You can watch it on either of those currently. It's 90 minutes long. This is my 9 of 31 Halloween horror movies. I'm going to get into the basics of some of the characters real quick, and the overall plot, and then I'm going to go over the story, and then give my review. So the basis of the characters starts out with Nick. Drives a truck. He's a fisherman as far as I can tell. He meets this woman that he picks up along the road, who's Jamie Lee Curtis. Wouldn't be a horror movie without Jamie Lee Curtis in the 1980s. There's a radio host lady. I don't actually know her name. She has a child whose name is Andy, I believe. There's another lady, Miss Williams. Her husband works on a fishing boat that Nick is on occasionally, which is why I assume he's a fisherman. There's also a priest. I don't remember his name, so we're just going to call him Father. Well, at the beginning of this movie, there's an older man telling a ghost story to the kids about a crew of people who died. They got lost. I don't remember how his story goes exactly. It's not 100% accurate to what's actually going on or why these, well, ghosts are coming back to kill people. Because they are ghosts. He just mentions that their ship had crashed. People had died. They blame someone. And we find out a little bit later on that this isn't the real reason why, and I'll get into that. But that's basically the gist of it. Ghosts come back from the dead, and they come in this eerie fog from the ocean and try to kill people for a specific reason that I'm going to get into right now. So if you don't want spoilers, thanks for being here. It's a good movie. It's old, obviously, but it's a good movie. Some things might be a little meh, okay, but I think it still holds up. Alright, now I'm going to get into this. So the movie kind of begins with the town after the ghost story experiencing electrical symptoms, things moving, things breaking, glass around clocks, for instance, or on meters just cracking. At one point when Nick picks up Jamie Lee Curtis, whose name is Elizabeth, I believe, the windows on the truck, all of them just break all of a sudden. They kind of just move on. I don't really question it. They just go. And they smash. They don't show the smashing, but they smash. During that time, the fog creeps over onto the ocean towards the boat, which is called the Seagrass, where 3 people are at, which is one of the husband of Miss Williams. Oh, and I forgot about her assistant, Sandy. My apologies. I like Sandy. She's pretty funny. Well, the fog creeps over, and, well, the crew die from pirates. At least what appear to be pirates. They just pop up in the fog, stab them with a cutlass, stab them with a hook in the neck. They kill the 3 crew member on the Seagrass. They attempt to kill a few more people in town that night, but run out of time. And as far as we can tell, the only reason that they're awakened is because the priest finds a book after a stone crumbles in his church. I don't know why this in particular wakes them up, but it does for some reason. Whatever. Basically, the next day goes by, and the same thing begins to happen with the electrical stuff, having some issues. At one point, the radio host who gets a chunk of wood from her son that he found on the beach, which is a part of that old ship that they were on, just starts dripping water randomly, and then catches fire. It also puts a strange voice on her recorder for a moment. This is when she begins to realize things are going on, and something has to deal with the fog because it also has a strange glow to it. It's like some shit you'd see out of Scooby-Doo. well, this is the 100-year birthday anniversary, so maybe that's the real reason they're coming back, but it seems a little weird that they came a day before. Sorry, I read that and I totally forgot about it for a moment. At one point, Nick and Elizabeth go and they manage to find the seagrass. They check the ship, they don't find anyone for a moment, and then all of a sudden, one of the corpses falls on Elizabeth. So they take it back to the morgue, and the mortician says that it seems like he's been dead for a very long time. He's got water in his lungs and everything, his eyes are missing. At some point while he's having this conversation, the corpse actually gets up and goes towards Elizabeth. I don't know if he was trying to kill her or leave a message. It looked like he made like a 3 on the ground. I really don't know what that whole part was about. It just doesn't seem to fit with anything. Well, you get to the nighttime, festival's going on, the fog starts rolling in, and it starts taking out the power, takes out the power lines, the generators. It goes towards Andy's house and kills his babysitter. It starts to break down his door. You do see actual images of people, obviously. They look like fishermen. You can't really see their face, just more of an outline. Well, luckily, Nick hears the radio host, Andy's mom, asking someone to go save him because she knows something's going on with the fog because her friend who works for the weather system there, gone. So Nick and Elizabeth manage to save Andy just in time. And then they drive in towards town and the fog kind of beats them there. So they have to turn around. Miss Williams and Sandy, who are also driving away from the festival, also see this fog and realize something weird is going on. Plus they hear the radio host saying to get away from it. She tells them to go to the church. It's the only safe place that they can go without the fog catching them. That's what they do. They go to the church. Somehow this fog is spreading everywhere. I don't know how many crew members were on the ship exactly. I just know that, according to the lore in the book that they found, 6 must die because 6 people betrayed the crew. They betrayed the crew and they stole their gold. And that's why the crew is after everyone and trying to kill them all. They don't realize it's been 100 years. Well, the fog manages to get to the lighthouse where the radio host is at and starts to come in. They break down a steel door like nothing. She climbs onto the lighthouse where she's attacked by 2 of them. And during this time, the others at the church are being attacked by them as well. But the priest goes to the wall where the book was at, and he pulls out a golden cross. Huge golden cross. He carries it out into the main area of the church where the ghosts are standing, and the captain is there with beating red eyes. And he gives him the cross and tells him to take him with it to have enough souls. Although technically they've only taken 4. No, they've taken 5. I'm sorry, they've taken 5. So 6, that would be the last one. Well, as he's doing this, Nick manages to grab him and save him, and all of a sudden the ghosts are all gone. Everyone is safe. That's the basic ending of the movie, but then shortly after you see the father questioning why he wasn't taken when he's alone after everyone's gone. The ghosts reappear, and this time they do take him. And that's the full end of the movie. I like this movie, but it definitely has flaws. It is old, so I can't harp on them too much, right? It's kind of strange how the fog has issues getting inside more buildings, for instance. It's a little weird that they knock on people's doors when they can clearly just break through them. It's weird that they don't kill everyone who's at the festival. Also, I might add, like, they just avoid that area completely. Very strange. As I said, you don't get like a great look at them except for maybe once when the radio host pulls off like bandages off the face and it's almost like a green blob of crap. It's the best way I can describe it. He's like a green blob of crap. Looks really weird. Chewed up wad of gum. There is a Fog remake, I believe, that's in the 2000s. And that one takes kind of a different approach, where I think it like wakes the dead. If I remember correctly, zombies in a graveyard get up and try to kill people. I don't know which of these is better, because I can't remember a whole lot about that other one. So this one's probably better if I had to be honest. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe you disagree, maybe you agree. Please let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the video. To my channel, sorry. Help me out. Let me know if there's something you'd like me to review. Yeah, and thank you for watching. Have a good day or a good night.